In this tutorial, we'll learn how to use the Read Text from Corpus file plugin for the Butter text analysis software. Now what this plugin does is allows us to read in texts from a Butter formatted Corpus file and then hand each of those texts off to other plugins so that we can do different types of text analyses on whatever texts are contained in our Corpus file. Now, a Butter formatted Corpus file is really just a plain text file, a txt file, that contains a separate text on every row. So in this Corpus file, I have TED Talk transcripts, and on every single row is a separate TED Talk. So each row in the Corpus file corresponds to a single text. Now this plugin is a top-level plugin, which means that we need to put this at the top of an analysis pipeline chain. And it accepts a Corpus file as input, and what it will do then is output every text as a string that can then be given to other plugins. So once we've added this plugin to our analysis pipeline at the top, we can go to the settings and tell it where our Corpus file is. And once we select it, we can see it appears here in the input file box. We also want to make sure that we're using the right encoding for our Corpus file. Now for most people, your Corpus file is going to be in UTF-8 encoding. And we can see if we look at it in something like Notepad++, that it is in UTF-8 encoding. If your Corpus file has a different encoding, then you can change the encoding here. As an example, what we're going to do is take each TED Talk text from our Corpus file, tokenize it, calculate lexical richness scores, and then save those lexical richness scores to an output file. And I'll let this run for a few seconds here, and then I'll go ahead and cancel it and show you what the output looks like. Now in our output file, you can see we've calculated things like type token ratio, moving average type token ratio, and so on for every single text that was in our Corpus file. And under the text ID column, we can see which row in our Corpus file the output corresponds to. So this allows us to take whatever output we have generated and then map it back to the original text in our Corpus file. And that's it. That's how you use the Read Text from Corpus file plugin for Butter.